Of course, as soon as I hit the record button, I get sniffly.
Well, we told you to.
I was fine before I hit it. As
You
soon
should
as I
have
hit
gone
it, it
before we
happened.
left.
We're not going to the gas station.
I'm gonna turn this car around.
You can't.
I'm climbing
you
to the
just
front
want to
seat.
get Twizzlers.
Maybe.
No more Twizzlers.
Yo, shout out Twizzlers. Fuck Red Vines. If you like Red Vines, don't watch this podcast.
We don't have red vines in Canada.
You really, thank God.
They're gross.
Thank God for that.
Twizzlers have more bite and less flavor than you'd expect from a candy, and it's delightful.
I don't like Twizzlers.
Red Vines are like an assault on every sense.
Yeah.
Red Vines full red 40. That's all they are. Like, I think they just put so much of it that it congealed, and that's what that is.
Twizzlers are a candy made for the overstimulated, and Red Vines are nuclear-grade assault weapons designed to piss them off.
I've seen them come, I've watched them go, watched them rise, witnessed it and watched them blow. Watched them all blossom and watched them grow. Watched the lawsuits when they lost their dough.
Hello, and welcome to episode 15 of Who Watches Watching the Detectives, a weekly podcast unlike any other on the internet.
Who else talks about red vines this much?
Can I say 15's a lot?
I was trying to do the math
It is,
earlier
I'm proud of us.
on
Yeah,
what
15
percentage of the episodes we've gotten through.
But is that like, what, like 20?
It's not 20.
It's pretty easy.
Well, I don't know math, so...
I mean,
It's out of 100. It's out of 100.
yeah, but
All
like
right,
as a fraction, not like a percentage. I misspoke.
I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna sit this one out. You guys take the wheel. I've already...
That was Grace, by the way. I'm Summer. Who are you, Eleanor?
I'm Eleanor, if you didn't know. And we're here to watch Did I already introduce that we're watching the 2007 romantic comedy, Watching the Detectives, featuring
I don't even
Cillian
know where
Murphy
we
and
are.
Lucy Liu, directed by
You might
Paul
have.
Soder? Because
Well,
we
you
are.
just did again, so.
100 times.
I know you did last week.
I did last week.
Once again, we're not recording on a Friday. Hopefully I get the episode out on a Friday, not a Saturday again.
It came out on a freaky Saturday.
Nope, Freaky Friday.
Freaky Saturday. Aren't Saturdays just freakier Fridays?
I
What's
think they
freakier?
are.
Yeah,
What's a freakier Friday than a Saturday?
the Saturday. Whatever I tweeted out. Put the tweet up. I don't know.
I'm not doing that.
I love tweeting. I love
Editing
using the company
Eleanor.
Twitter.
Hates us.
She just finds your constant demands irritating.
They're not demands. They're just...
They're demands.
But in return,
You're
we shower
demanding.
you with love and appreciation.
No, you don't. You
Always-
hate me.
I'll
You
say, if I
spit on
recall
my
when I got-
theories.
If you recall when I got sent to hell a couple episodes ago, I praised you and said you do such a great job.
Yeah, not to my face. You
No,
praise
never to
editing
your face.
Eleanor.
Fuck
You
you.
treat Eleanor like dirt. Like trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because editing Eleanor doesn't say strange things to
She
me.
can't
Yeah.
speak.
And sometimes I thank God for that.
So how was everybody's watch
I'm doing
this
a
week?
hand heart for editing Eleanor. My watch was completely mundane. It was run of the mill.
Run of the mill, boring, ordinary. I think you gave it a 3 stars? 3 stars out of 5? 6 out of 10?
3 stars.
12 out of 20?
And it seems like 2.5 would be perfectly run of the mill, but that just seemed a little low.
Just a little.
So we give it a nice generous 3.
I gave it a 4 this week. I feel like that was a little high. But no, I had a great day. I went to
Okay.
the baseball game before I watched the movie. So like that was great. I had a great time. I was hyped up. And then I got in the car and I took a nap on the way home and I watched the movie and it was just fine.
Yep.
It was about an average experience. I was coming down off my high.
You're a hot
My
dog,
baseball high,
water.
my hot dog induced coma. I think that experience influenced my watch.
Okay.
I was out in the sun. It was like it got to like 80.
Oh my
It
god.
was really nice out today.
I don't know what that is in Celsius.
I have no idea. You'll have to-
It's
you'll have to look it up.
like 25 or something.
Damn.
You know, I got to like 80. I think I have a little bit of a sunburn. You know, we've been talking about this, waiting for it to get warmer to watch the movie outside. I'm getting there. It's happening.
And is it improving?
Well, I mean, I didn't watch it outside. I still watched it inside. I was just outside for a prolonged period of time before watching. I think so, though. I think it'll add to it.
That's interesting.
It makes me fear for what happens when winter comes again.
And winter will come again.
Today in Canada, it was 4 degrees.
We should start doing Kelvin, so it's universal.
Yeah. Nobody's happy.
Except for scientists.
Oh, yeah.
Which we all are.
Scientists are never happy.
Our number one audience is comprised entirely of scientists and medical professionals.
We love you, medical professionals.
I know you're out there listening.
I just got word this is actually the podcast they play in doctor waiting rooms.
I'm really honored.
Imagine getting surgery to this.
I mean, I think if you're getting surgery, you're probably unconscious.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, but
There's surgery you can be awake for.
Yeah.
Your surgeon puts this
Violin brain surgery to this song.
Eleanor, how was your watch?
It was a watch.
Yeah.
I paid attention.
Kinda...
I was listening to it.
Sure.
Were you looking?
Sometimes.
Where else were you looking the rest of the time?
This brings up a question that I want to ask, because I was actually thinking about watching while I was at the baseball game, because I thought that would be really funny.
Okay.
But I wasn't going to watch it. I was going to watch it podcast style, where I just listened to it.
Right.
Is that a watch?
I don't know.
I've been yelled at for doing that, so no.
Okay. I didn't do it, but I was thinking about it.
Then yes. I will watch.
Watch.
Now we say it was a uneventful, kind of run-of-the-mill watch pretty much across the board.
Yeah.
You guys were really, really low energy talking about it. So I don't know if it was...
I gave it a 4, and I'm like, I don't know why I gave it a 4.
You're kind of struggling to formulate words to say regarding the experience.
This was a meh week.
I think perhaps a 2.5 would have been more appropriate, but I don't want to go back and change it.
Yeah. My days of changing are over.
I mean, you
No
say
more.
that.
I'm gonna hold you to
No
that.
more changing.
I don't believe you, but sure.
I'm gonna be the same forever.
Again, my rating system is not based on how much I enjoyed the experience. It was how much I was actually paying attention to the movie. And I would say I kind of a middling. I mean, I wasn't glued to the screen, but I wasn't completely just ignoring it and tuning it out. I was paying attention. I just,
I think 60% is an appropriate amount of attention to pay to your 15th watch of this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I was.
Not that dwindles over time.
I
but...
gave You guys have been recommending that I do a project while I watch, and so I did this week. And so I was inspired by last week's episode. So I have some pieces of poetry that we can get into
God.
later.
Oh my
maybe.
god.
No, let's do it now.
You wanna just get straight into it?
Yeah, right into the meat and potatoes. We can do all the segments at the end. We'll knock them out.
Yeah, just run through them, rushing.
The way everyone.
Now,
Yeah.
Grace, you said you were gonna do some limericks.
No.
You didn't do any.
I mean,
limericks.
I did say that. I thought about it and then I got really scared because limericks are so structured.
And sonnets aren't.
Yeah, no, they are also. And I also, I think I fucked up the sonnet.
I will.
A
Okay,
little bit, yeah.
I do have a proper sonnet I want to start with.
No, yeah, you do that. I got 2 into the rhymes.
I wrote 2, but I only want to use the second because the first one was just practice.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, I'm gonna stick to haikus. I gotta stick to what I'm good at.
Yeah.
But maybe
What
we'll get a
your
limerick.
experience you're practiced in.
Yeah. I'll keep I'll keep the limerick in my back pocket though.
So I'm gonna start with the sonnet. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 limericks that I've written. Because
Oh my goodness.
I love limericks.
I mean, you are a songwriter.
All right, here's my sonnet for you. Repent. The time is late and I'm alone. Again it seems that day has quickly come to take from mine a price so great in tone that I should be remiss to think it fun. The weight I hold with no relief in sight, a task I thought to be a laugh-like taste, has sat upon my mindless scope a blight and wrought from me this lot of bitter waste. O jester, wise and fair, I see my lot is not there space for freedom found in me. Escape denied by wicked greed forgot, and still displaced by change I wish to see. I spy the film again, again it sounds, untouched by time and wicked flame abound.
Oh my
I
god!
fucked up so bad.
I hope my
clapping, it's
applause
not
is
picking up.
coming through the
It did.
microphone because
Yep.
I'm.
I
It's
can hear yours.
quite raucous.
I fucked up.
Yes, the iams are
I
important.
wrote a sonnet so bad.
You got they're 10 syllables. It's a pentameter. 10 syllables per
Damn.
Now I
line.
want to write a sonnet, but I feel like I can never live up to that.
Iams.
No, that was really good.
And with that, I'll just transfer right into the limericks because I feel like that's a good little.
Yeah.
There once was a man who looked goofy, who worked at a store with two cuties. A lady stopped by and made him decry in a moment of strife, no more movies.
Oh my god!
Beautiful. So you don't
You're
want me to let it.
mine.
We all, throughout this progress, I think we all have to master one form of poetry.
My
I've got-
least favorite unit in English class.
I've got haikus on lock.
Here, I'll give you one. Whoever wants to jump on
Yeah.
this one.
Summer, you've got it.
All right, Summer, you take this one.
All right, send it to me. Send it to me. Jonathan, Lucian, and Neil. Our heroes don't work in these reels. We ponder a lot, often and fraught. How do they afford all their meals?
So good. So snap. I can only snap. I can snap with one hand. I forgot.
All right, here's
It's really awkward.
here's one for you, Grace.
Fuck yeah. A man in well-dressed attire resides as a cardboard advisor. When danger has come at a concert of fun, Violet will set him on fire. Oh, well-dressed man.
Oh, the misery.
I've been thinking about well-dressed man a lot.
Truly.
It just kind of consistently lives in the back of my mind.
We have yet to explain who he is, and I think we need to save it.
No, I think... Have we not?
I mean, we've addressed it, but we have not explained. I mean, I haven't
Oh,
explained
the mystery of who...
my obsession and like the whole, he gets caught on fire and then he comes back later. But
Yeah.
it's neither here nor there.
You gotta
I
keep
think we
watching
need to
for that.
sit on that for. It's like breaking case of emergencies.
All right.
When we run out of things to talk about, we'll have like a big siren.
I have two more. Let's see. Whoever wants this one.
Me.
Okay.
Detectives are looking for Neil to press him on secrets concealed. About where's the girl till Tony unfurls his belt and the prank is revealed.
Wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful.
And of course, the last one is Denise on a date is a treasure versus a waiter who spill made her wetter. And lo, here comes Neil to give us a spiel about who she should really treat better.
Wow.
Oh my god. We're gonna have a weekly poetry segment
poetry
because you
slam?
guys are geniuses.
I could keep pumping out. You know me.
I do enjoy writing limericks.
We'll switch on and off. We'll do a limerick and a haiku a week. Every other week. Fuck, that's a new theme song.
I'm gonna have to find a poetry method that really speaks to me.
That's a new song we gotta come up with. Though.
A new poetry
and
jingle.
a name for the bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to Poetry Corner.
There should be like some bongos.
There should be like explosion sounds.
Yes.
Poetry Corner.
Whoa. Poetry Corner's too aggressive. We gotta tone that shit way down.
I'm so sorry.
Is there anything else regarding the movie that we want to hit on? Because I have shit to talk about this week. I don't know what's wrong with me.
No, I got nothing.
I didn't take notes. So you start and I'll try and recall literally anything.
Well, so here's the thing. They weren't notes. They're just comments about the movie. Like, for instance, I was looking at the IMDb page, and this film got a theatrical release in Russia on September 11th, 2008.
That's crazy.
The anniversary.
And
Of what?
of what, Summer?
I've forgotten.
I can't remember.
According to IMDb, it had an estimated budget of $2 million,
That's so much money.
and it only grossed $15,000 or $15,006, which would make
my
it
God.
one of the worst performing movies in history in regards to profit to cost ratio, where it only recouped 0.75% of its investment.
Oh my god. Yeah, the $6 tacked onto the end of that is actually
The
the
bootleg
DVD that I got on
DVD.
eBay. That's me. No. This one I think. Oh,
Well,
no,
there's
it
no
is a boot- this one is a
subtitles.
bootleg, yeah. I was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
mean,
It's my. I was thinking of my
it
Korean
has-
Disco Pigs bootleg.
It has the bonus features, so maybe it isn't a bootleg.
Maybe they just never made official subtitles.
I wouldn't even call them bonus features. It's literally just like the theatrical trailer and then photo gallery. But I think you can because I was thinking about it. I was looking into making my own DVD. Not for this movie, but for something else.
Okay.
And I think the software that I was looking at to make the menu for this DVD is the exact same software they used to make the menu on my DVD.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I'll get back to you. I'll look into it and see what I can figure out. But
Well, we
Yeah.
need you to make a DVD for this movie.
I'm on it. It's been my dream as a child. When I was a child, when I was a little girl, my dream was to design DVD menu screens.
That's crazy.
This is not a joke. I, more than anything else, wanted.
How very neurotypical of you.
They were my most favorite things in the world, and I think it's a lost art. We
Absolutely.
When like DVDs started dying out
In the age of streaming.
yeah, in the age of streaming, we really lost out on the DVD menu screen. They're so wonderful. I was just gonna tell a horrible anecdote.
No.
I used to watch. Oh my god, which one is with George Clooney? Batman and Robin?
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Oh my god, is it Batman and Robin or is it Batman Forever?
With the bad credit card?
No, maybe it was Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. It's one of the two. For the younger audience that
I don't think they exist, Grace. I don't think we're hitting anybody younger
this
than we
is
are.
true. When you watched a DVD, some of them went back to the main menu screen, but most of them went back to the bonus features menu. Whichever one it was, Batman Forever or Batman Robin, I don't remember, had a still image of either George Clooney or Val Kilmer. And I had nightmares about this DVD menu screen because he just stares into the camera. And I remember one time I had been watching the movie, whichever one it was, and I fell asleep and I woke up and it was on the menu screen and my remote, like the DVD remote, was missing or dead or something. And I could not turn it off. And it was like horrifying. His eyes followed you because he's just staring dead at the camera.
That's
The
crazy.
Shel Silverstein of Batman.
Real. But the DVD menu screen is a lost art, and I think that we need to bring it back bad.
I agree.
Like crazy.
So this conversation was started because I mentioned looking at the IMDb page.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, and I just want to return to this because I learned some other things that I thought you guys might be interested in. Glenn, he's played by Brett Gelman, which we know, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh, we
he's
know.
the guy who speaks Russian in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Is this a realization that only I came to? Was this already
Yeah.
known?
No, that's where like people know Brett Gelman from.
Oh. I was shocked by that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, he's
That's him?
He's the guy that's always trying to hook up the cop and Winona Ryder.
Oh my god, wait, he's Murray?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Holy
Am I
shit!
the only one who knew that?
I'm like, this is crazy. What the hell? There's so many people in this movie who went on to do crazy things. Like, fucking, what's his face? Jason Sudeikis? He's having a real
Yeah.
moment right now.
A beautiful, illustrious career.
Now, here's the kicker. Detective Barlow. Okay?
Yeah.
He's played by Mark Herlick. Do you know what Mark Herlick played?
No.
He's the divorce boyfriend of Amanda Kirby from Jurassic Park 3.
I've never seen that movie.
He's the guy who took the sun paragliding over Isla Sorna.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That's so fucking funny.
Why would you do that, detective?
Now that you're saying that, I can literally see his face.
Yes.
That's so funny. I fucking hate that movie.
It's okay. Now hold on. Let's not be too hasty here.
I fucking hate that.
Is it the worst of the original trilogy? Yes. Is it a bad movie? Maybe. Let's not sling arrows.
Wait, is that the one with William H. Macy?
You can't name actors. I don't know.
Is that with? It's not the one with Jeff Goldblum.
No, it's the one they bring back.
That's when Sam Neill comes back.
Sam Neill. Alan.
Oh, maybe I don't hate it. We'll have to rewatch. I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I hated it for a long time.
I'm pretty sure you guys watched it with Winona without me.
I believe
would love
we
to go
did,
back
yes.
to it.
It's coming back to me now. And the dinosaur ate his cell phone, and then the cell phone's going off.
Yep,
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, that's in 2, isn't it?
Nope. That's the third movie, the
I
Spinosaurus
don't know.
that ate the.
Yeah. Okay. It's yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I know Mark Herlick
Oh, yeah,
from.
Julianne Moore's in that movie.
Julianne Moore is in the second movie.
Man, we should have had a Jurassic Park podcast.
Julianne Moore is Jeff Goldblum's ex-wife from the second movie.
Yes. You gotta stop mixing them up, man.
Dude. The first one is the only one that matters.
No, the second one is good. It's just too long.
Do we want to do a marathon? We can do a marathon.
I would love to do a marathon. But that's neither here nor there, nor a quote from the movie.
Speaking of here, welcome in, guest, one true pair. Come on in, sit down on the couch, introduce
That's a
yourself.
different segment. I'm trying to introduce the quote segment.
No. Because the guest has been waiting at my door this whole time.
Well, they can sit and
When did we-
wait.
What did I miss? When did we get a guest?
Last episode, Grace.
One true pair was here last week.
I also missed that because remember my internet disconnected very briefly, so I did not get introduced to One True Pair.
Well, say hello.
Say hello. They're here now.
Hello?
They want to know what your one true pair for this movie is.
Oh, I got a good one this week.
By all means, Grace.
Yeah.
Who's your one true pair?
My One True Pair. You. No, I'm not doing it.
We
You thought
gotta
I was
have
gonna
another
say it. You thought I was gonna say it, didn't you?
You guys
I
thought we
did.
were hacks, didn't you?
My One True Pair is the Media Giant employee and the police officer.
I'm killing
who goes
myself.
to
That was my
investigate.
one true pair.
No way.
That was my one
No
true pair.
way.
That was my one true
No.
pair.
No way. We're
Truck
we're
twin
so
telepathy.
in sync. Absolutely. Well, then yeah, you go too. Eleanor, what's your one true pair?
My one true pair is the police officer and the media giant manager.
Oh my god.
No way. I was really worried for some reason that you were going to say my one true pair, and I'm glad that you didn't.
It's like a forbidden romance they have. Did you get that vibe?
Yeah, and that's why it's interesting that they would talk about Lucy Liu in the way that they do, but maybe they're like talking in code.
Yeah. They're
Maybe
trying
they're
to plan their
swingers.
own
Could be.
swingers.
I think they're definitely like going on dates on the down low. They're hiding it from their family.
I would love
At least the police officer is.
they went on a couple dates and like just weren't really feeling it. So like now they're just like work acquaintances and it's really awkward. But like the media giant employee just really like still wants to try, but the cop like has a wife and like a family.
He's like, this can't work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it can't
Three
work.
kids.
And then 3 kids, and the media giant employee's like, no, it'll work.
I
And
love
he's like
you.
really,
I
really
love
trying.
you. We can make this work. We can make
yeah,
this
and
work.
it's just like not working.
And he's just the police officer is so desperately trying to end a relationship before it gets any further
Yeah.
and something
real.
yeah.
Yeah, something real happens. Summer.
The drama, the intrigue.
Skippy,
what's
do you have
your
a one true pair? Hold on, let's
Skippy.
Oh my god, the skipper is here?
What is it, buddy? Come here, come say hi. Introduce yourself on the pod.
I get so nervous when Skippy shows up.
Skippy's our manager, by the way.
I thought our manager was.
Well, they're the executive producers who shall not be named, but Skippy's
Oh.
the manager.
Yeah.
Okay. I get so nervous when Skippy shows up. It's like, I don't know.
You can't hear him, but he
Yeah.
was purring into the mic.
Skippy says, Lucian and Jonathan.
A classic.
I translated it.
Summer, sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. That's all right. It's building drama because my one true pair is Neil and the waiter.
Oh, there is some chemistry there. I will agree.
Interesting. I don't see it as like a relationship, but like there's something there.
No, certainly not. But there's a flame.
They have a heated rivalry.
I think a brief but bright flame.
They definitely get each other on a. I mean, there's a little bit of an understanding where like Neil is trying to pay him to do.
Mm-hmm. And he won't do it. He won't take the money.
You won't take the money. He's not a whore.
Please, it's a good one.
He said, "Take me out to a $50 dinner."
I like that one. That's unexpected.
Grace, I think there might have been a reason why you wanted all the segments at the end of the episode.
Why?
It's because you have something in this very episode that you fear so much.
You know what's so crazy is you're wrong. Bring it
Oh my
on. I'm
God.
ready. I'm ready to withstand the fucking storm. Okay?
Everybody,
Wait. No. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
everybody.
No, you're wrong. That's not how it goes.
that's also the
Quote
wrong
that
segment.
movie.
Everything is wrong today.
Yeah.
Quote that movie time.
Nope.
Movie.
Wrap it up.
Quoting
Wrap it up.
time.
I wanted to be involved. I don't
I
I'm
haven't
gonna go.
changed. I haven't changed how I do this segment one time.
No, I forgot it though. I thought we were doing the other segment and I was just confused.
That's what I was trying to do. Eleanor, every time I try to introduce a segment, Eleanor stomps all over me and kicks me and throws dirt on me.
Eleanor's still going on a power trip from last week when we did the intro.
She's really mad. She beats me when the cameras are off.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment of the podcast, the Who Watches Watching the Detectives quote of the week. I'll go first.
Oh yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Will you now?
My
Will you?
Who Watches Watching the Detectives quote of the week this week is, "Oh, what happened to your dress?"
Eleanor, something I really appreciate about you, and every time you bring a quote of the week to the tables, I think you get the delivery down pat. Like you're there.
I really do. I practice. I try to get it right every time.
Not me. I don't. Not me.
No, you're good too. I like your work too.
A tear falls. Not me.
You do good work too.
Yeah.
Well, great. Summer, by all means, demonstrate that you also have the chops by introducing your Who Watches Watching the Detectives quote of the week.
Don't insult me.
Yeah,
Speaking of the waiter,
it's actually
the waiter was on your mind this week.
He was.
tape around
What I
the body. I got waiter on my mind.
Grace,
Sorry.
Grace, wrap it up.
I just had to come out. I don't.
Grace, wrap this segment up.
Cup of water on the table. It's a fucking homicide.
It was a bucket.
Grace, what was your Who Watches Watching the Detectives quote of the week this week?
You'd like it up here. It's nice.
That's a good one.
That's
I do
beautiful.
like that. I do like that quote.
It's really nice.
An
Yeah.
unappreciated line from Lucy Liu.
And I like how she
Absolutely.
delivers the line too.
No, she's so earnest.
Her performance is so good in this movie.
Wonderful.
Your quote comes a little bit later, so it kind of takes some of what I'm about to say out. But I think it's telling that both my quote and Summer's quote come from the first 15 minutes of the film.
See, that's when I'm most receptive to information flowing in my
The
mind.
first 15 and the last 15.
Before the movie starts to wear us down
Oh,
and we start to
I'm
drift.
being... Speaking of the last 15 fucking minutes of this movie, I'm being haunted by Band of Horses.
True. I don't know if we've mentioned this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being fucking followed around by this goddamn band. I went to a concert a couple weeks ago now, and they had a TV in the lobby of the venue. I went to go see the Hives, and they had a TV in the venue, and it had like all the upcoming shows at this place. Lo and behold, who's fucking touring? Band of Horses.
Band of Horses.
And I was joking when we started doing this because I really do like the song. Like, I really, really do. They did not play that song on tour. Like, it is not a song that they toured when we started watching this movie. The tour that Band of Horses is currently on is for, like, the 20th anniversary of the album with Our Swords on it.
Which makes sense because it's about to be the 20th anniversary of Watching the Detectives.
But I just thought that was really funny that they, like, haven't toured it. Because I was joking about going to see them last year when I had first watched the movie. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to go. They don't play Our Swords. What the fuck are they playing now?
Now they do.
Well, now you have to go.
You have to go and you have to report.
Yeah, no.
You can take some. You can take some of the podcast funds.
Oh, wait, now I'm in.
We're making money?
We can write it off as a business dinner.
Yeah, wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean the funds? What do you mean by that?
What?
Eleanor, is the company accountant. Do you have anything to disclose to us?
No.
And then again today, I'm at the baseball game, directly across the street from the venue that I was at a couple weeks ago. Who shows up on the billboard outside the venue? Band of Horses.
Band of Horses.
I'm sitting
Those
there eating
horses.
my free hot dog provided me by my losing hockey team, of which I took 2 because they disappointed me so much. I said, "You're paying for these? Yeah, you are." I'm sitting there looking out at the beautiful city that I call home at a baseball game, which is like my favorite activity. I'm like, wow,
Reminds me of someone.
Detroit is so beautiful. I love my city. I'm having a great day. Boom.
Band of Horses.
Boom. The horses.
They're following me around and I don't like it.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Everywhere I go, I see horses. It's just horses, but
I wish
of
everywhere I
horses.
went, I saw horses.
Dude,
I love horses.
I got a weird thing with horses right now. You guys know.
No, I went to in December. I went to like a historical Christmas village, and I got to pet a horse.
Wow.
Oh, I die. I actually don't like them. Like, they freak me out.
They're beautiful.
No,
I think
scared
they're
of
so
them.
silly looking. They're so dopey.
I'm scared of them because they, like, know things. They're, like, very wise.
They're not. They're so stupid.
If you've ever met a horse, you know that's not true. And I have many friends who are horses.
Me.
They're some of the dumbest animals.
And I'm so wise and smart. No, like, horses and dolphins freak me out for the same reasons.
There's a
they
big
know
difference
things.
between horses and dolphins.
No.
Because I don't think horses have the capacity to commit evil. Dolphins absolutely do.
Dolphins and monkeys.
I do. Yeah. Speaking of monkeys, I would like someone to introduce the other segment because I'm ready. And it actually, that segues in really nicely.
Does it?
I'm really nervous what your segment has to do with
Yeah.
bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yay!
It's just like the bum, 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 bum.
Ba-da-dum,
It's
bum, bum.
here!
Sequel seekers.
Sequel
Squad. Sequel solutions.
Bum, 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 bum.
Sequel, prequel, second movie time.
Hi, sharks. I come to you today, with my sequel, We Bought a Zoo.
Fun fact. Did you know, Grace? Did you know that Lucian is the principal in We Bought a Zoo?
What the fuck? No, I didn't know this. I haven't seen We Bought a Zoo since it came out in like 2009.
I was looking at the IMDb page. I was doing
That's
research.
so fucking funny. I saw it on a Girl Scout trip to the movie theater, and they let us go in the projection room, and it was the greatest day of my life.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like that tone, Eleanor.
What tone?
The tone.
I don't have a tone.
So my sequel is admittedly not as great as I thought it was.
What are you talking about?
The past 2 weeks when I was really afraid that it was my turn for a sequel, I actually had a more fleshed out idea, and then I thought it was stupid. But at its core, they buy a zoo.
Who buys the zoo?
Violet buys the zoo to fuck with Neil.
Okay.
Neil wants nothing to do with it. And Lucian befriends a small family of monkeys
Oh wow.
who like worship him as their god.
As they would.
Yep.
He would,
That's
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
I don't have any plot.
How do they afford the zoo?
They sell the video store and they bulldoze it
No!
Neil's
and
No!
they build a zoo on top of it.
Please!
No.
That's far too
Please.
small for a zoo, Grace.
It's the world's smallest zoo.
Is it just the video store becomes overrun with monkeys?
That could be it. I like that.
Because that's hardly a zoo.
This is never mind. Scratch that. Hi sharks. I'd like to present my sequel, early 2000s monkey movie.
Oh, okay.
Hi sharks. I'd like to present my sequel,
A la Space Chimps.
Baby Genius. No, live action. Like late 90s, early 2000s monkey movie where they had monkey actors.
Right.
Get those monkeys on the big screen now!
Why did they do why was that such a thing?
We're kind of obsessed with monkeys as like a population.
No, absolutely.
Do you remember the Ronald Reagan movie where he has a chimp?
No, I've never seen a Ronald Reagan movie in my life.
Ronald Reagan is in a movie and he shares screen time with a monkey.
I have a in one of my old movie magazines there's an ad for a Ronald Reagan movie. And every time I was flipping through it and I was like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, you know Bedtime for Bonzo.
Oh, I do know Bedtime for Bonzo. Yeah, by name. I've never seen it.
You know, I must say I'm a little upset. Every time I conceptualize my sequels, you all turn it into a movie that I did not intend. And then you bring We Bought a Zoo.
Well, I intended it.
And I say I want more originality. No more X movie but with these characters. No more.
Summer, I've got bad news.
Here's the thing, though, is I just called it We Bought a Zoo. It is not even remotely We Bought a Zoo. Starring Matt Damon, by the way. Going back.
By the
full
way.
circle. Full circle Matt Damon moment.
Were
We were
was
not
that-
recording when we
was
talked
that
about
pre-
that.
that was
Damon.
great. Awesome.
we were talking about the
I
Martian.
literally, as soon as his name left my mouth, I was like, oh, that was before we started recording. Never mind.
I just want to say that they've been making movies for 100 years, Summer. There aren't any real original ideas left.
I would love for the day when one of us
That's what a plagiarizer would say.
one of us is gonna come in with a genuine real sequel for the first time ever.
I've come
and then
up
someone's
with
gonna
plenty.
but someone's gonna comment down in the comments and be like, actually, that's blah 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 blah. It's a Thai film from 1973.
Yeah. Oh, and I believe that our audience would do that.
Yeah.
You tell me I do
Our-
Wally. You tell me I do Bicycle Thieves. Every day I cry and cry.
Every day I cry. Summer, you do a good job.
We all do a good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
I'm so fond of your work.
Thank you. As esteemed screenwriter.
We all do a good job. You're so right.
We do.
We're-
You're gonna
But
hear that
what
on
do
the
we
audio. I just had a piece of plastic fly across my desk. I don't know what the fuck just
Are
happened.
you fidgeting
What?
again?
No, I'm not. I'm being haunted.
What do we do a good job doing, Grace?
Being such good friends. And harnessing the
Watching
power
a
of friendship.
movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I had like a whole thing, but
Go
yeah,
ahead. No,
I
go
guess.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I
Try
don't wanna
again.
do it. I don't
no,
wanna
no,
do
no,
it.
no,
No,
no, no, no,
no.
Go on. You have the
What
floor.
a great showcase of our friendship. I was gonna say we do a great job of being such good friends and creatively outputting things together. But I guess we can do a great job watching a movie. And you know what the audience did a good job of?
What?
No.
I'm watching a podcast.
But
Oh my god.
Did they learn anything in the course of watching this podcast?
Well, that's not for me to say. If you guys wouldn't mind, in the comments below, could you fill out the survey? And just let us know. Like,
respond
what
in the comments
learned.
down below. What did you learn this episode?
I learned who watching the detectives.
You
I learned
did?
Julianne Moore's not in Jurassic Park 3.
Who watches the detectives, Summer?
We do. It's us.
Who's we?
Why, you're Eleanor.
Are you sure? I'm not entirely sure anymore.
Why, I'm Eleanor.
I'm Summer,
I'm Julianne Moore in Jurassic Park 2.
and this is a podcast.
I think.
Play us out, Killian.
Killian, can you just get the fuck out of here, please? We need to leave.
Whoa! Whoa!
Play
Hey,
the
you
damn
need-
outro. Take us
Whoa.
home. Take us home.
Don't swear at him. He's sensitive.
He's sensitive.
And scene.
Now, this is very special to me because in like the early 2000s, I was in America and I wasn't really happy with the sort of work I was doing, and I wasn't really happy with my approach to acting, and everyone was like, "Man, you gotta watch Cassavetes," and like it was kind of embarrassing that I hadn't watched it by then. So I went out and I bought this collection.